let's talk about diminished. So diminished is something that we come across a lot, and I remember having this hate towards diminished because I always felt like diminished always came at a time where it was something about the mysterious feeling of not knowing what to play over diminished, I remember. So it was always that one kind of diminished that would go down. So that's a flat 3 diminished, I think. So we have different types of diminished, which is quite valuable to know. And so one type is a diminished that's before, so it goes up in this kind of way. Let's say we have a C major 7 like this. And then you go up like, so you go C major 7, C sharp diminished to D minor. That one is not the one that I had problems with because that diminished is literally just playing an A7. So that's what that would equal. So C sharp diminished D minor. That would be exactly the same as playing C major A7, which when it's an A7 like that, we usually have our licks with the things we play. So I just, instead of thinking, oh my God, it's a diminished, I would just think, oh, it's A7. It's just a different way of playing A7. So it's A7 flat 9. And they're related, like diminished and dominant chords are related. And it's a whole world of knowledge. But I'm just going to synthesize or teach it to you in a way which just helped me, I think. So that's one way. That's the first way, which is a major chord going up a half note and then forming a diminished from there, which is, and then go up a half note more, and then you're at the minor chord. So that's just the first one, which is quite easy to understand. Diminished works as an dominant to the 2. Okay, it's the same. Okay, so the difficult part with diminished chord, what I thought was difficult, was the other type of diminished, which is just diminished. It's not a dominant chord, it's a diminished chord. So it usually comes after a minor chord. So let's keep this in C and start on the D minor and go a half step down and then go to C minor. Usually goes like that. So actually, yeah, that would be in B flat major, I think. Yeah. So if we're in B flat, let's use B flat. We have that diminished that comes before. It's still like a diminished that goes to the 2. So as in the first example, which goes up, which is just a G7 going to C minor. So that's a G7. But in this case, it's not a dominant chord because it goes. Okay, so have you heard Someday My Prince Will Come? It's that part which goes. Yeah, and then it goes. it's that part. That diminished. That's not a G7. Okay, so that you can't play G7 over that. What you got to do is find out what is this diminished. Well, did you know you could move diminished chords in minor thirds? You probably knew that. So you can go. Okay, so that's a really important thing, because then you can take a diminished and go a minor third down. Okay, that's a B flat, and it's in the key of B flat, so that means it should be. It's the one diminished chord. So that's basically, you have diminished are so interesting, I think, because you have a one diminished. So the root, the tonic, the B flat in this case, has its own diminished, which is just one diminished, B flat diminished. You know this sound? Which goes to a one. You hear how that's so beautiful? And that is the sound that tunes have. And that is the sound that Someday My Prince Will Come has. You hear it? So it's that one diminished. But they're just using it at F minor third up. So it's. And that beautifully goes into that C minor, that 2 chord, so beautifully. So that's the different kinds of diminished. So there we have one that goes up like this. So that's just that normal, that's just a G7. So. So you can grab that. This is the third of G, right? So whenever you see a chord going up like B flat major to B diminished, and it goes to C minor, then that diminished is just a replacement for that G7 that goes to C minor. So it's a 5-2-2. So it's a dominant that goes to the 2 minor chord, which is C minor. But when you see a diminished chord going down, like there are so many tunes that has this, or like, so it's a flat 3 diminished. When it's a flat 3 diminished, that's the other type of diminished. Then the way you think about it is, well, what I do is I think about it as a half whole scale. And I really like to do that. I like how the half whole scale sounds when just playing it. Like, it's so beautiful. So imagine Someday My Prince Will Come. Then you resolve it to the C. You know what I'm saying? So. So that's what it is, okay? So you have the one diminished. You play the half whole scale, which goes like. So if you have a B flat diminished, imagine the tune Stella by Starlight, which is the first chord is a B flat diminished. A 1 is that thing. It's just that I real and, well, they changed the first chord to E flat, E minor 7 flat 5 to A7. But in reality, it's the same thing. And what you do when you have a flat 3 diminished like that, you start from the major 7. So go to the major 7. So the A. If it's a B flat diminished, go to the major 7. And then you play the half whole scale from there. So okay. Did I play it wrong? No, that is what it is. So always resolve. So use the half whole scale. Learn about the half whole scale. It's an amazing scale, I think. So whenever you have a diminished, it doesn't even matter which diminished it is. Whenever you have a diminished chord, just go to the root, and then you go down a half step, and then you play the half whole scale from there. So the half whole scale is really valuable in my opinion. And yeah, and there are so many tunes that use the diminished in subtle ways. Imagine, have you heard the tune "There Will Never Be Another You," which goes. Is this part? You know how that goes there in the last part? So. You know that it's like A minor 11 D7. That's what iReal says. That's what you've been taught. But in reality, that's a 1 diminished. Doesn't that sound like the original recording to you? It does for me. So they're diminished or hiding in everything, in all tunes. They're hiding there, and they are an asset when you see them. So just don't be afraid of them. Just see them as assets. They're really melodic. They really get you to play melodic, I think. It's also a very nice sound. Like it's a dark, deep, classic sound. It's almost like you're in a movie when you hear it. And yeah, so learn, play the half whole scale, a half step down from the root of the diminished chord, okay? And learn the half whole scale like this, okay? Let's do A flat diminished, because then we start here from the G. Look at how my hands are going now. Okay, A flat diminished. One more time. Okay, so you can, and that will help you to play fast too, because you can go. And then you can start from there, and then you realize you can start from anywhere. You can start from the major 7 there. You can start the half whole scale from here. So you can start from the 3rd. You see? And it's symmetrical, so it's going to help you a lot. And yeah, so whenever you have a diminished chord, or whenever you have like a tune that goes, you know what to do, okay? You see that? So start doing that. That's amazing. So start playing half whole scale over diminished. You can play them over dominant chords too. They're just so flexible because you open up the guitar. It makes you intuitive. And yeah, that's what I had to say today. I really appreciate you staying for the whole video. And you probably have, I mean, this topic is very broad. But right now, this is what I have to say about it. Do you want me to do more videos about diminished? I'll happily do that. Just comment down below and so I can see that. Otherwise, I'm really happy. I'm really happy that you stayed. And do I have anything more to say? Except, yeah, if you want to join my private community, you're so welcome to do that. I have seminars 2 times a week. I offer you private lessons for only a small fee of $49 a month. We have a lot of fun in there. You have 24-hour access to me. So if you want to write to me, if you have anything guitar related or mental health related or anything, you have always access to talking to me. We go on Zoom. Yeah, so we have a lot of fun in there. So you can join that if you'd like. Other than that, I really hope I'll see you in the next video. So take care of yourself and I'll see you soon. All right, GuitArmin out.